welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video is going to be on my freshman year of college. First question is, what is my name, where am I from, and my age? So my name is Michaela. I'm from DC and I'm 19. So question number 2 is my school and my major. So I attend Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, and my major is dual degree engineering. So the dual degree engineering program is a 3-2 program where you do 3 years at Spelman and 2 years at a partner engineering school. So my major at Spelman is math, but then for the following 2 years, I will be majoring in biomedical engineering. So the next question is, where do I want to live when I graduate? Honestly, I really do not know. By that time, I'll probably have a decision of where I want to be, but as of right now, I'm really not sure. For the most part, I do see myself coming back home, but you really don't know until that time happens. Was it easy making new friend groups? Honestly, yes, it was easy to make new friend groups because prior to coming to school, I was in a group chat. I feel like I was in a group chat around March. So from March all the way up until August, I was interacting with people who were going to both Spelman and Morehouse. So when I got on campus, it wasn't like, oh, I don't know anybody, I never talked to anybody. It wasn't like that. Another thing is that 2 of my friends from high school came to Spelman with me, so it wasn't like I was by myself. And then we've been friends since freshman year. So one thing that I can say is that when I first came to campus, I was kind of not standoffish, but I was kind of quiet. Like, I don't know, I really feel like because it was just like a new transition for me, but I really wasn't open when meeting new people. So that was the only issue. But the more I was on campus, the more comfortable I became and I started talking to people. Okay, how was moving day? Moving day was hot, like scorching hot. When I say hot, I mean hot. And coming from DC, I'm used to being in the heat, doing like the summer heat, but in Atlanta, it was more so like a dry heat that I was just not used to. So moving all of my stuff up to the 3rd floor, and then my dorm, it wasn't any elevator, so I had to carry everything up the steps. I was like, it was just really, really hot. But overall, like the process, it wasn't unorganized. Everything was organized. Literally, when I got on campus, I probably checked myself in within 5 minutes, and then I started moving myself in. And then the way that moving day was set up, everybody had an assigned time to arrive on campus. So it wasn't really like, I wasn't really dealing with a lot of traffic with like being inside the campus. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I couldn't maneuver getting to my dorm and unpacking and stuff like that. So that really wasn't a problem. But other than it being hot, everything else was fine. Next question is, what dorm did I stay in? I stayed in Abbey Hall, the best freshman dorm. Sapphire, thank you. I really enjoyed my short time in my dorm. I stayed in room 321 on the 3rd floor. So if anyone has Abbey room 321, I could send you a picture of it, how it looks, this size, so you kind of get an idea, because all the rooms in Abbey are different sizes. So, but if you stay in Abbey 321, just let me know. Okay. How was it living with my roommate? So me and my roommate, we got along. I never had no crazy roommate experience. That wasn't the case. Me and my roommate went to high school together, and we were friends in high school, and we decided to move in together. It was fine. We never argued or anything. It was really fun. And that's another thing. If you do plan on living with a roommate, or living with a friend, like rooming with a friend, I really feel like you really have to like have conversations with them prior to moving in to see if it's gonna be like the best decision, because sometimes you may realize like that person likes to sleep the light on, or I like to sleep in the dark, or she likes to play music and I don't like to study with music. So it's different things that you have to consider prior to moving in with a friend. But I mean, I feel as though if y'all really talk, you really ask them questions like, what do you prefer? Are you a morning person? You a night person? And then if you all like have majority things in common, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So my high school schedule versus my college schedule, it was completely different. In high school, I had a jam-packed schedule. I would wake up at 6 in the morning, and then I would leave school. I would leave school at 6 because I had cheer practice after school. So in between that time, I was going to classes. I never had like a free period or nothing like that, especially in my school. Free periods did not exist in my old high school. So I never experienced a free period or even having a break. The only break that I would get was lunch, and that was barely a break. So in college, I had a big gap in my schedule, and I never experienced like having gaps in my schedule. So I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this time, all this free time? I mean, you can take a nap, but for me, so my schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I had a break between 11, between 12 to 3. 12 to 3 was a break. I didn't have any classes. It was just a break. So what I decided to do was my morning classes, I would do the homework for those classes during that time. So then after my 3 o'clock class, because my 3 o'clock class was from 3 to 4:15. After that, I'll just do work for that class. So, or I would do work that would be due for my Tuesday, Thursday class. My favorite moments in college. My favorite moment would have to be the pinning ceremony. That was our induction ceremony during NSO. So that's when you're like officially a Spelman woman. I personally, that was just my favorite because I've been wanting to go to Spelman for so long. Yes, I'm one of those girls who've been talking about Spelman since middle school. So the pinning ceremony for me, it was kind of like a pat on the back, like you did it, you put in all the work to get here, and now this is like your reward. Some dues. One, socialize. In college is basically like a big way of networking with people, but you also making some lifelong friends. So I say you talk to as many people as you can. Just come out of your shell. If you're like me, who I'm not really shy, but I'm not really a social person, but I'm not afraid to talk to people. It's more so like I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm not like an introvert or anything. But I will say that in college, you do have to socialize more. It's good to talk to people, meet new people. Everybody is from different places. So it's just a way to educate yourself on different people, how people view things. So I just say that it's really good to just go out there and talk to people. So do make sure that you socialize. Another thing is always stay on top of your work because you can easily get distracted in college and there's so much going on. You want to be a part of every organization. You want to go out. It's so many things you just want to do, but at the end of the day, you're here to get your degree. So make that your priority. Make sure that all your work is done on time. It's not like high school. You could turn in late work at the end of the semester. Well, not semester, but the end of the quarter. I don't know, different schools do it differently, but for us, it was quarters. It's not like that in college. Some teachers will take late work, some won't, and I really feel as though you really have to stay on top of your work because your teacher isn't going to remind you. They're not obligated to remind you when something is due. They're not obligated to remind you when you have a project. It's up to you. So you want to make sure that you do, and you don't want to waste your money, your parents' money, or whoever is supporting you throughout this process. You do not want to waste their money or their time. So stay on top of your work. So now I'm going to go into the don'ts. So the first don't is don't be too hard on yourself. You're gonna face challenges. You're gonna go through things. It's life. It happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. It is college. It's okay. You will face challenges, whether that's schoolwork wise, whether it's you didn't get into the organization that you wanted to get into, or just something along your road to getting your degree just did not happen for you. Don't feel like it's the end of the world. It's not. You don't ever compare yourself to the next person because what they have going on for themselves is their life. It's not yours. So don't feel as though you have to match the person beside you because you don't. You do not. So yes, I say never feel as though you have to limit yourself. Don't never compare yourself and never beat yourself up because trust, It is life. Everything is not going to be smooth sailing in life. You're always going to encounter some type of challenge. So don't feel like you have to beat yourself up. The last thing is 5 highlights of my freshman year. So the first highlight will have to be homecoming. Of course, I'm going to say that was my first homecoming. I never experienced homecoming. The only thing that I did experience that was kind of a part of homecoming was Howard's Yard Fest, but I never experienced like a full week of activities. I've never experienced that. It was really, really fun. Okay, so my second highlight my freshman year would be, so with the freshman dorms at Spelman and Morehouse, we have stroll team, which is basically like you stroll for your dorm since you can't pledge a sorority or fraternity. So we had a stroll off on the parking deck, and that was fun because it was just one of those things that just happens. Like you just find out about it through word of mouth, and then you just all come together. It was just one of those things. So I'm gonna insert clips of that. Pajama Jam was my first party. So that would be one of my highlights because, I don't know, that was my first time, at a college party. And it was mainly freshmen there. And that was like the first time I got to hang out with the friends that I made in a group chat. So it was really fun. So the fourth highlight would be NSO. So NSO is New Student Orientation Week. That is the week where freshmen come on campus. This is where you move in, register for classes. You do everything before every other class moves in. So you come a week before everybody. This is where you really get to, build a bond with everybody on campus. This is where you get to meet friends. And then for me, I was able to get comfortable on campus with being on campus because I was able to see like where my classes were going to be, how to get to them. I was just able to be like, okay, this is where this building is. So it was a way for me to get comfortable before everybody came on campus, because I'm pretty sure that if we moved in the same time as everybody and I didn't know where to go, my first day would have been a mess. I would probably have been overwhelmed, didn't know where to go, what to do. Sweat, boo! What? Sweat, boo! My last highlight would just be anytime that I was spending time with my friends.
All we know, she been begging me to ride me. Hop on one F and just ride on the side.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, my very first video. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.